Welcome back, everybody, to game number 2, Complexity versus Orange. Complexity on the dire side this time around, Orange on the radiant. This is your final match for day 2 of the international group stages. Both of these teams neck and neck, really. In fact, right now, I believe they have the same number of wins in the group. Complexity looking to pull ahead of Orange. Orange looking to maintain their lead, or get back the lead they had coming into this match. Both of these teams in position, if they do well the rest of the way, to be in the winner's bracket. One of them may not make it, though. We're most of the way through the draft. I am LD. Joining me will be Luminous. He's currently away from his computer, but we'll be back momentarily. We'll have the David and David squad together for this final game. Should be a doozy. I'm very excited to see a couple of things. First of all, who is TC going to play? And then more importantly, as we look towards Orange, is Mushi going to get a high-impact hero? Is he going to get a good laning situation? He played CK last game. They go for the offensive tri-lane. It really doesn't work out, and we're just going to have to see, do they try something similarly aggressive, and if so, does it work? Another big thing I'm noticing in this draft is Complexity have not banned out any of the jungle heroes. Chen and Enchantress are both available right now, and last game we saw they didn't want to give away Chen to xtinct. Orange could look to first pick it, but if they do, there's going to be some good options in return, as there always are nowadays. Jeyo's Invoker is available. Rubik did get banned out. Orange had enough of Jeyo's Rubik after that game. A couple of other notable heroes that are available. Complexity, Tidehunter is there, Beastmaster is there. Those two heroes made a big difference last game. The Ravage is not always the best, but often they were good enough from Fluff. He got a lot of farm early, he got off to a good start, and that was pretty much all she wrote. Lone Druid's going to be an option here for Complexity as well. Invoker will be the first pick, so that'll go to Yamateh. And what are they going to combo it up with? Morphling, of course, a viable option. Will Orange get their hands on it, or will it be Complexity who grab it? Complexity, they could open with a 1-2 punch, a Morphling Tide, a Morphling Chen. Even a Tide Chen would be pretty strong, but I feel like at least one of those heroes is going to be coming off the board here momentarily. For Orange, Morphling is an option. Shadow Demon could be an option as well if they want to set up that Invoker. Let's see, who else is on the board right now? Sand King, certainly a choice. This is an aggressive start for Orange. That you pick up the Invoker and he doesn't offer anything in the laning stage. Well, I shouldn't say he doesn't offer anything. He doesn't offer as much as other heroes can. This is not the Queen of Pain we saw from Mushi. You can be all over the map setting up kills. You're pretty much relying on your Sunstrikes, or you're relying on getting that EMP Tornado, getting your levels up, and then becoming more of a high-impact hero. Invoker, slower to get started, but gets very strong and can stay strong through the mid-game if he has that decent start. That's assuming he's Wex. If he's Exhort, he can get going earlier. Chen will be the pick here for Complexity. Very defensive here. That'll be Fluff getting a signature jungler of his own. Xtinct's jungle was strong last game. It wasn't enough, but maybe Fluff's will be enough this time around. We'll have to see. Now this hero, unlike the Enchantress, gives you a lot more defensively than the Enchantress. Takes a little longer to get going. Normally when you pick Chen, you want some strong lanes so that Chen can stay in the jungle, get his levels up, and if he does come to the lane, you want heroes who can get kills. And oh boy, it's a Lone Druid. Complexity, they do it last game with the Lone Druid, and now they get Lone Druid's best friend, the Chen, to combo up with it as well. I wonder if they're going to go for the Beastmaster, maybe even a Vengeful Spirit or the Tidehunter. I think those are the three heroes they're going to have their eyes on. Will Orange look to deny it here, or are they going to do their thing and counter jungle? That's the option. Enchantress the pick. Jungle Wars will be the choice. It's going to be Bambi up against Chen, the manly, as well as the Puritan, as far as the jungle heroes go, with the deep voice. But Orange, another aggressive pick, the Morphling coming out for them. This start for Orange, this is bold, because if they don't have a good start, Morphling is a great carry, Invoker can provide a lot of damage and utility, but these are heroes, they don't have the team fight right now. That's what's really lacking for Orange. Sandkin is available, and welcome back to the broadcast, my good friend, my partner in crime, the one and only Luminous. How are you doing, buddy?
Doing great, man. This is why you have partners in crime. You have co-casters. Thank you for backing me up. Where are we at? We see Invoker, Enchantress, Morphling. This is just for me. Sorry, I need to re-catch up myself. Chen, Lone Druid, very defensive hero. I'm liking it. It fits Complexity's playstyle, but conversely, very offensive heroes coming for Orange. It fits. Oh, but here's JL's TA. Is it JL or TC's? I think they... JL plays in mid.
It's going to be JL.
Okay.
It's going to be JL because they have the Lone Druid.
Fair enough.
Yeah, aggressive pick, and this is a hero that can give Morphling fits in the laning stage. We have seen TA just crush through Morphling. Venomancer is the big hero you don't want to give up to your opponents. I expect that will be banned by Complexity. If it's not, I guess the one other thing is Orange already have two heroes that need a lot of farm, so you can't. Maybe you can run a farming Benno, but it's not really ideal. It would have to be a support and dual laning against TA. Well, at least you're investing two heroes then.
Right.
But yeah, I expect Benno will be the ban. It's actually gonna be Orange who bans it.
Orange bans this one. Now,
interesting.
I mean, you remember that dual lane that Mouseboard ran yesterday? It was I think a Crystal Maiden, or no, Shadow Demon and a TA dual lane against the Morphling. Morphling outlaned two heroes and even got a couple kills. I hope you remember that one. So
yeah,
I mean,
that was to me that was a really slop. Like that shouldn't happen.
Right, it shouldn't happen.
Possible, but it shouldn't.
I think Morphling actually could hold his own pretty decently against TA. It comes down ultimately to skill, because you know, as good as the harassment, as good as Morphling waveform is, there's a refraction. That's what TA has, but you know, it's hard to kill Morphling. So both hero has its own advantages, disadvantage. Now there's a hero that Orange did run this morning that is pretty good against TA, and it's the Bat Rider. I mean, you could set up ganks. Those refraction does nothing against Firefly. Orange could run it. We've seen them run it. Will they run it? We'll see.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the ban. Yeah, you're right. They could run the bounty or
Bat Rider.
Now I'm getting confused. Yeah, they could run the Bat Rider if they want to do so. My concern with that pick is there's still no lockdown for this team, and Orange is an aggressive team, but I feel you need a couple of stuns to really be effective with aggressive action. And so something like Sand King, I think they want that reliable stun. If I'm a Complexity, that's what I look to ban out now. It also can lane well with the Morphling together, and then you just need an off-lane hero, Enchantress in the jungle, and Invoker going mid. For me, that's probably what Orange will do. I think that's what they should do. But they have been known to surprise and go for it's not really a crazy pick for them. They run Bat Rider from time to time. They know how to use it, and I think they're probably the most effective team with it. At least the most experienced team with running it in Dota 2.
Yeah, especially when the MUFC not in the tournament because of some playing shenanigans. They're the other team that really knows how to run Bat Rider, but not in the tournament anymore. But we are still at the ban stage, and we're burning a lot of extra time for these bans, while both teams going deep in tank. It's the last match of the day. Both teams perhaps fatigued, both teams perhaps tired, but this match means so much. It's a very, very tight group. And these teams are very close to each other. You do not want to start out at the losers bracket. You want to be as high up in the bracket as possible, and every match counts towards that.
They're both 6 and 5 right now. Whoever wins this advances to 7 and 5. Whoever loses drops down to the middle of the pack. Tong Fu 6 and 5 right now. I guess they haven't played that final match, but they will be soon. Ehome 5 and 5. Navi 5 and 6. This group is so incredibly tight. A little bit more of a top-heavy group for Group A, but Group B, everybody's so close. Every single match is so important. It's almost time to pull out all the stops. I mean, especially for these teams, because if you can get through these opponents, I don't know who they've left on the schedule, but you know, Orange and Complexity have to be two of the tougher opponents for these two teams to deal with in the group. Everyone else, at least the way the group has been going, is not performing as well. Beastmaster the ban, a very, very smart ban from Orange. How many times have we seen Complexity run Chen lone through a Beastmaster and then maybe an Avenge on top of it and just be an absolute nightmare matchup for their opponents?
And they ban out the Tide as well. Hannah known to play the Tide basically anytime they get it, aside from that last game where Fluff has it. Fluff's going to be playing Chen for sure here. And I imagine it's going to be a Windrunner pick here for Hannah. I have not seen him play any hero outside of Tide, Beastmaster, or Windrunner. So something could go horribly wrong if Orange snaps up Windrunner right now.
Yeah.
Have you seen him play any other hero?
No, I mean, we've seen some wacky things from Complexity. Just to refresh the viewer's memory, or maybe some of these people, maybe some of you watching haven't watched the game, but they ran a roaming Mirana. So I mean, Complexity has been known to just pull a few unusual tricks out of the book, and yeah, if you do something like that, then maybe you can even throw Hannah onto the Lone Druid and pick up another hero for TC to play. I don't know. I'm just sort of throwing ideas out there, but it's the Bat Rider for Orange. I like it. It's a very aggressive pick. Again, it's not going to be as useful. Bat Rider is a hero that scales off later on in the game. Napalm, the Firefly, can be very helpful for burning down the TA quickly, removing those refraction charges. Is there any chance we'll see a solo mid Bat Rider this game?
Probably not. I mean, if you really want the laning, you can get it, and it will work. Yeah, I mean, but there's Invoker, there's a Morphling.
Here's what I'm thinking.
Do you really want to throw away the two carries? Sure.
Hear me out. You put the Bat Rider mid, you put Invoker in the safe lane, you run a tri-lane with Enchantress, Morphling, and then something like a Sand King, or maybe a little bit of a more reliable initiation, maybe a Shadow Demon there. I think it could work, and then you get Bat Rider, his solo lane, you get him some farm. You put Invoker in the safe lane, he'll probably be okay there. And that means a lot of pressure up top. If there's a low druid there, you can shut him down. If it's anybody else, they're probably not going to have too much fun. I think there's potential there, and well, it's Hannah Montana's hero. It's going to be the windrunner.
You know, if last game did not happen, right, I would have said yes to that. I'm not sure if Mushi just wants something to go wrong again, where he's on the long lane as a carry and have no fun time not getting any creep kills.
Well, this hero's better for catching
that's
up.
That's definitely true. That's definitely true.
Morphly definitely going to be better, even if things go south in CA. But yeah, what do they do to round up this lineup?
Yeah, I think it's going to be the last support. I mean, Shaker is a very interesting choice here. Orange, I mean, it has a rap to be a defensive hero, but the long range of initiation, it's something available. I don't think we'll see it, but if they want to play a very, very safe, yet a tri-lane that could go offensive on the snap of fingers, Shaker's a pick, but they're going to go Shadow Shaman. Good defensive, well, both good offensively and defensively. We saw Zippo earlier, just was so farm on that Shadow Shaman, but he's going to have some of a difficult time against Lone Druid. I mean, you could Hex the hero, and the Barrow will get to you. Same thing with Shackle. And even so, he's just so tank, and Shadow Shaman is so weak. I feel like Lone Druid will just pick on him in all these fights.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, Orange gets their support some farm, but this is not like DK where we're going to see Zippo with the 20-minute playing the hard support. And it looks to be a support Shadow Shaman. I'm guessing we're going to see the off-lane Bat Rider, the Shadow Shaman. Whoa! Lich! Well, Pyrian Flax is watching this game. He would be very happy. This is a hero we don't see a whole lot of. Is there any chance they're thinking about Roshan early on? They are on the dire side.
I bet you right now that Orange will be checking immediately because it's one of the more obvious Roshan. I mean, there's Meld, there's Windrun, there's Tross Armor, and a Bear to tank things up. We'll see what the response is here. Mushi will be playing the Morphling. Xtinct, of course, he's been playing jungler all day long. It's going to be on Enchantress here. Yamateh on that Invoker. Ice going to be playing the Shadow Shaman. And by the process of elimination, it's going to be Winter playing the Bat Rider.
Good process of elimination. I love it, man. We're providing some good analytical...
educational guesses coming from Luminous. This is what I'm here for, man.
Bold choices from you, sir, I must say. Lich. This is a hero we don't see much of. xtinct will be playing it. The wards are purchased, the wards are immediately sold. They're not booking it towards Roshan just yet. Orange, however, is bulking it out of their base. You're right, they definitely are expecting this. You don't normally see teams go into their own jungle, but they're concerned. They're going to check it out. Complexity has no ambitions for this. TC, is it the offensive tri-lane for Complexity? Or is TC just going to solo the off lane?
He's probably
no, it's not. Okay, it's going to be Lich denying some creeps for him. You know, when we used to see Lich like a month or two ago, it seemed like Lich would just roam around from mid to bottom and not really get too many levels. He would deny a lot of creeps, but we often found him really far behind. Do you think we're going to see that this game?
I mean, he's going to sit a tower and deny for TC. That's what I imagine. It's going to be somewhat difficult to die for this. xtinct going far ahead, and he's going to run into his team of 3 or 4 enemy heroes. Has the sense to turn back because Spear has scattered out way too many heroes. But, I mean, xtinct will still have a tough time. He's playing... Wow, what a way to ward this. That's pretty sick, not going to lie, for my xtinct.
Yeah, xtinct definitely pulling out all the stops here with this big support play. This is where you just want to spam the GG button or something. That was if you could remix that with dubstep, that would look pretty sick. But nice little trick there from him, getting some vision in the jungle. Was the ward spotted? I don't think so. That's the other nice thing about it, is they don't see you placing it nearly as easily. TC checking the bottom rune. It's not going to be there. The rune actually spawns top. Hannah Montana cleans that up. So a rare situation where we see Hannah Montana not in the off lane. He will be soloing top, but it's TC down bottom. Yeah, and it seems like perhaps they're actually running an offensive tri-lane. Maybe Fluff's going to start defensively in the jungle. The deny went to the mid lane here to give jeyo that slight edge early on, but it's going to be the good old Invoker versus the Templar Assassin. Templar Assassin ideally wins this lane, and he should, right? Yeah, because it's a Bat Rider. Once again, Orange is running the off-lane Bat Rider, but it's just working out where it's a hero he can deal with in Windrunner. And I would say Bat Rider can even dominate this lane. Windrun does not help you if there's enough napalm, and Bat Rider gets on top. There is a Chen, of course. Fluff could be the X factor here. Same for the Enchantress. Both heroes defensive jungly right now. Do you think one of these have a bigger opportunity to set up kills for their team, or is it pretty even?
I think it's pretty even if you don't count in the Lich. Lich is going to be constantly denying, oh, this kill of the Observer on the bot lane.
Mid lane, jeyo, first blood, gonna be claimed. He goes down to Yamateh with the help of a wild Ursa warrior. Xtinct doesn't have to send in the hero. What a play. This is something you never see. Invoker getting to kill that early versus TA. Normally Invoker can't even scratch him. Oh my god.
But look at Yamateh right now. He's constantly right-clicking on the creeps. Yamateh's only got 5 creep kills to jeyo's, well, 5-1, and actually still keeping up the CS while doing a lot of harass. jeyo's got to step up his game, because giving away the first blood like that on the mid against a solo mid might as well you just lost the lane, but he still can recover with refraction. But good gank coming out for Xtinct. This is exactly what you expect. We talked about Enchantress being a very offensive hero. He's even got a smoke. He can even go for more if he wants.
Yeah, TC aggressive play on the bottom lane, doing some damage here towards the stack. Nice deny there by Ice. Not going to give TC anything for free. Middle lane, some blows being traded. In spite of the death, jeyo farming quite well, 9-3, keeping
man,
the pace.
That courier. Tegu! Oh.
Oh, Xtinct was so close. I didn't even see him there, waiting in the wings patiently, perhaps too patiently. He's missing out on farm time. The one thing I'll say for Fluff is he's getting a lot of farm. You might not be helping his mid lane just yet. But the one way you can help by Chen, and this is the nice thing about him, you don't have to get those kills early. You don't even have to push early. Just get your 6 quickly, get your mech quickly, and then you can provide the support from afar.
Counter warding from xtinct. They seem to be just knowing every single ward, and I love the fact that they do have a ward now. jeyo is no longer to be ganked. Meanwhile, though, the Satyr Hellcaller is just being so annoying. And here we go, back on the top lane here. Winter farming away. He's only got 10 creep kill, but still doing pretty good. Wimbledon, though, leading the chart. 13 CS in the game.
Yeah, nice job by Hannah Montana. Winner in a bit of trouble here. Uh-oh, Shackle not gonna latch when it comes to the chase. Will we see a big TP out from Winner? We've seen it before. No, power shot, dodge. He dodges it, and he gets over the waterfall. What a beautiful escape route. The scenic tour for Winner. He gets out in the end. And is there any other action? Meanwhile, bottom lane, it's Mushi. Is there an entangle yet? No, well, it's too early for that. What am I talking about? But Mushi dropping low, Wraithband, and nothing else. Bottle has to be on the way. It is, along with a set of tangos. This will help him stay in lane. Ice continuing to pull constantly. And this is Deny War bottom. This is where Lich fits in. You know Orange want to pull because they have that Shadow Shaman. So we'll pick up a Lich, we'll deny the creeps, and that's going to mean a hero that can really limit the pain from these pulls as much as possible.
And here comes this attempt to steal those. Centaur gets stolen by TC. That's pretty nice. Probably need to resummon his bear very, very soon. Here's the thing. Normally, Morphling could stay in that lane and be A-okay and try to last out on his tower. If Nova goes on, the right click comes from the hero and the bear. That's a lot of sustained damage. You saw Mushi dropping down very low. It's basically out of regen. It's still 2 tango left. And here's the thing, they really have a difficult time to go on the offensive. Lich and Syllabear will protect each other. No points into Frost armor yet, which is completely standard, by the way. I'm very interested to see if he's going to take Sacrifice at 3, or he's going to take Nova at 3.
You know, I think either one is perfectly viable. I'm glad you brought up Frost Blast and how good it is for harassment and doing a lot of damage, even putting Morphling in danger of dying, especially if they're able to get an entangle once he hits 5. Because it's got a long slow. It's a force. It's not a venomous scale by any means, but it is still a very long slow. And with Lich, you can spam it constantly. I think level 2 Sacrifice, it does end up being the choice for xtinct. So that'll allow him to fuel the spam a little bit better. And I think that's the right choice because you really just need the slow. I think the auto attacks where most of the damage come from. Winner, again, is going to live. And how does he do it, man? He is getting to be a little bit of a magician here. Level 5. In spite of the fact that they keep on pressuring him, Fluff is spending time on this. He's not actually getting the kill. Middle lane, it's once again Yamateh going for what seems to be his little patented build for Invoker. Getting the early no talisman, then getting the Blades attack, and then going back for the what I'm guessing will be the phase boot in order to give him the as much last hitting as quickly as possible. And this is important versus TA. TA has so much damage with refraction. You need this to deal with him.
Yeah, and that no talisman definitely helpful when that refraction charges down for the harass. Back on the bot lane here, Winter half HP. He has a boost of speed, and that's why he's running it away. He is going to pick up a bottle as well. You can see that Enchantress also constantly sending up creeps on the mid lane. Sometimes it's a Furbog, sometimes it's a Satyr Hellcaller. It's just doing any kind of harass. keep down jeyo. They already got the first blood going. Yamateh has a small lead, and here we go, face boot finish.
Top lane. It will be a tower going down. Nice job there. Fluff last hits it. This mechanism is so close. 800 gold for that. Is he gonna get it naked? Will he stop back for a pair of boots? I think he might just rush it. No, he's gonna go by the boots now.
And here's the thing, Mushi on the bot lane, despite being Nova spammed upon, is still doing okay. Ice walking in very aggressively. Bear turns around for that one hit, no big deal. I think the passive game like this will favor the Radiant. Morphling gets the farm. Shadow Shaman gets a level. Bat Rider gets his key Blink Dagger. He's really a different hero when he has a blink, and as well level 11 for the cooldown of his Flaming Lasso. Just don't see Bat around so much. Forgot the name as well. Yeah, Radiant needs a lot of time. Of course, the Quasrex Invoker getting the level as well. They need so much time, and a passive game like this really favors them.
Yeah, it's a good team to get them that time. It's also a good team. You know, the other thing about needing time is time does nothing for you if you're falling behind during that time. And another pause, I'm guessing probably the same keyboard issues happening again. Unfortunate that we're having some delays here, but it does give us a time to try and take stock of the game. I'm taking a look at the gold graph. Pretty even, about 1,000 gold in favor of the Dire, but not a big deal by any means this early on. Experience lead slightly for Orange. Xtinct level 4. The two junglers. It's definitely Fluff having more levels, having more farm. And it looks like the admin is asking what's up.
Dota crashed apparently. Now here's the thing though, I'm actually a little bit surprised that the Dire has a 1k gold lead despite the first blood being claimed on the Radiant. So somebody's just farming really well. So let's take a closer look on that farm chart. It's Invoker and Morphling being the two highest farmer on the Radiant, but it's look at the next four and look at how close they are towards the top. It's all Dire, and it's really the small lead that they're getting. Bat Rider and Enchantress, they're falling a little bit behind, and it's the Chen that's getting a lot of EXP in jungle. It's going to be a quick mech and a quick Hand of God. That's going to be a lot of healing, and I'm not too sure whether Radiant's prepared for that.
And that fuels the aggression of Jeyo's TA. It allows this lone druid to most likely die a little bit less, get more farm going his way. For me, the big thing is a big Chen though is going to make for a big TA and also an aggressive TA. Tower diving can be risky, especially against Wex Invoker. Tornado, EMP, TA pretty reliant on her mana, pretty small mana pool to work with. But the big thing is going to be Cold Snap, as well as Flaming Lasso, even sticking Napalm, and then most importantly, perhaps Shadow Shaman disables, although he's very low level. But I think really just Cold Slap would... Cold Slap.
Cold Slap. It might as well be. When you're getting hit that thing, it's slapping you constantly.
That's actually...
We should call it that from now on, Cold Slaps.
Well, the unpause does happen. Looks like whatever technical issues there were are resolved. TC on the bottom lane. Is he still here? He is still here. Again, it is the last match of the day for these teams, so concentration, like you mentioned earlier, just a few seconds ago, fatigue can be an issue. We'll have to see if it is. Big rotation all the way towards bottom. Winner is 6. He's got his bottle out of charges. He's also got his boots. They really want to kill TC. If they get a kill here, then if 4 heroes on the bottom lane can look to push. But no, Ice is going to TP top. Level 2 Shadow Shaman with the Tornado zoning him out. He can't do a thing to stop this. It's all about bottom lane, though. It's the Smoke Gank, the Sense, Winner, the Ninja, coming from the clouds.
Oh, the Entangle, my god, and now Winter in a bad position. A one-shot kill for the Templar Assassin. Really assassin there. He's gushing right in. Where's the second Mel? The Nova providing a slow. There's a second Mel. Wow, 2 kill for nothing. It was
a... Ice will take a fall. Wait for him in. Fluff, the counter kill. They really need this one. They get it. That's going to delay their mech. Sent back to base is the Windrunner. Kills all over the place, but 3 kills against Orange. That Entangle, buddy. Oh my goodness.
And now jeyo finds himself a double damage room. Phase boots is done. Oh, it was a creative Genki. Fire flying off the path into the river for the Genki. It was not enough because of those lucky entangles. Whether you call it luck or skill. Now Complexity ahead a little bit. Sure, the Radiant defended up top, but the tower sustained significant damage. And jeyo's owning this lane this moment. Oh, Mushi just a little bit away from him back here. jeyo pops his DD, and it's going to work right now.
Yeah, so aggressive. And this is the power of TA. I mean, look at the plus damage, plus 181 right now. How much HP is there on X? This is 2 or 3 hits with a meld to get a kill at most. And he's going for the ultra aggressive, the max damage build that is maxing out meld after your side blade, only getting 1 point in the side blades for the splash, but not leveling up, not trying to control the lane. jeyo wants kills, he's out for blood. Will he find them? With the DD rune, he can push very, very quickly. One of the more underrated aspects of TA, I have to say, is her pushing ability. Because of Refract, plus the side blades, giving you that big splash damage to work with. And it feels for me like Complexity, they're holding onto the tower bottom, they're pressuring top, they're pressuring mid, and Orange seems like they're a bit on the back foot, a bit bewildered. 4 heroes roaming around the jungle, Winner and xtinct there. It's been Mushi relegated to top. Tower, will it be denied? No, doesn't get it. Fluff last hits it.
Second tower.
Yeah, the tier 2.
Yeah, it's a second tower that Chen has got for himself, so he's really, really rich as a support Chen. I just want to say that Complexity right now, they're just more efficient. They're doing whatever Radiant's doing, but with less hero. They're surviving with 2 hero on the bot lane. Of course, when you're pulling the creep equilibrium constantly to your tower, when you're in Druid form, you're going to be tanking quite a bit. You're going to be difficult to kill. And when you have Chen creeps as well as women pushing up top, you're just constantly at the tower. They're not dying. They're pushing well. And because of that, it's Complexity very, very far up ahead. And look at that. They're not stopping. They want to pressure even more.
Oh,
they want to see some teleport scroll. On the bot lane, though, will Invoker be okay? Yeah, he should be fine. Blink Dagger is picked up on TA, and that could be huge.
Yeah, that was my own man. Blink Dagger on TA. And especially, jeyo, pretty good at choosing spots. I have to say, jeyo, his decision-making, probably his most impressive attribute as a player. And you need good decision-making when you're playing a hero like TA, because she's very boomer bust. He's not as aggressive as a sexy Bamboo, but he does know when to go in. He will choose his spots wisely, and especially with this Chen having a mech, having the Hand of God. I thought he had the mech. No, he doesn't. Even with that last hit, he still doesn't have it yet.
Yeah.
Where is? Oh, he went for Arcane Boots. Okay, that's where he spent his gold. Bottom lane, Tornado hits on the bear. EMP as well, going on to TC. The cold snap, and bit of miss micro there, runs his hero back in the entangle into Yamateh. Ice drop slow. jeyo joins the party, and jeyo's looking for 2. Will he get it? Yes, he will. Yes, he can. jeyo picks up the double, and the pressure still going top. Complexity firing on all cylinders. Orange just feeling completely outmatched in this game after a very challenging game number 1.
Man, nobody gives each other up on Complexity. If you watch your replays, you notice that one thing is they do so well, constantly TP coming into counter gank. I mean, that was a hasted Templar assassin though, so it made a lot of sense. But they will do this. Remember those rainbow amount of TP on that game 1? They do this all the time. They love to TP, making sure that nobody gets an easy kill, making sure that if you do get the easy kill, you'll pay the heavy price. Hand of God came in from afar from Fluff, and of course, jeyo TP'd in and got himself some free kills basically. And now at this point, it's a defensive dueling, but they're winning this lane big time.
I love Hannah Montana's play in this game. He hasn't actually up bottom lane. They're looking to make a go. Orange is really pressing to make things happen, especially on this bottom side of the map. But Hannah Montana is heavily punished here. Constantly TP's being forced back. Level 9 already maxed out Shackle, maxed out Power Shot. 4 staff picked up as well. And the beauty of this is, if he couldn't already pressure that lane with impunity, he certainly can now. Ice gets Nova'd by Lich. Will it be enough? There's the bear looking for the entangle. Shackle and IX Mike. The chain frost. 1 bounce, 2 bounce. That's gonna be it. Yamateh cold snack on the IX Mike.
One.
But he's not going down. The one saves him. Oh my god, TC looking for the entangle. Not gonna find it. Middle lane as well. Mushi waving out. Aggression everywhere. jeyo diving deep. Wants the kill. Out of mana. Mushi takes a fall. Mushi, normally the predator, he's on the back foot. jeyo giving him a taste of Pinoy medicine right now. And now they're going to get a tower. Complexity exerting their dominance all over the map. Finally, that Windrunner leaves the top lane, but it's for a great cause. They're going to get the tier 1 bottom. Orange is looking completely outmatched in this series.
How often do you see Complexity, usually a very defensive squad, play 2 offensive games? They are just everywhere, so effective with their ganks. jeyo aggression on top lane, mid lane, bot lane. He owns this map right now. And are they looking to the Roshan pit? I believe so. Max Mel, that's a lot of minus armor. And of course, when you have so many units like Chen creeps, when you have frost armor, this is going to be the free Roshan. It wasn't a first minute Rosh, but it could be an easy 13-minute Rosh.
Oh yeah, and now with Lich having, Lich gets very scary with levels. He doesn't actually have the frost armor yet, but he'll start getting it soon, and that's gonna give jeyo. I mean, they don't have a melee carry, so the slow won't become as much of an issue, or won't be an issue. But the armor will be really nice for tower diving. It'll help them tank up a little bit more. The blink dagger up on jeyo, another 1,700 gold on the bank. Complexity are just getting whatever they want all over the map, looking so strong. And TC getting very close to the relic. He's gonna have it with fade boots in the off lane, as well as having boots on the bear. Again, not a rush. This might even be faster than game number 1. It's about as fast, and he's doing it in the off lane. He's doing it, sharing experience with the Lich. really looking good right now for Complexity. If Orange is going to come back, they need something big. They want something big. That's why we see the 4 heroes smoked up top. Probably going to wrap towards mid, but it's just going to be very difficult to find picks. Everybody on Complexity is survivable. 4-step on Hannah Montana, Hand of God, the Mech, and the Holy Persuasion up on Chen. Jeyo with the Aegis and the Blink Dagger and Refraction Meld to work with. And the rest of the heroes grouped up, they're just not going to find a kill.
Well, they do see Jeyo coming. I think it's going to break the smoke. Oh, they're so close to each other, but Jeyo's got the blink. He's fine. Firefly being used. Jeyo sees something's up. He has a blink. He's not using it right now. The top defend. Words are coming. There's a teleportation scroll from Lich. No Chain Frost up. No, it is up. It was used a long while back, but it's back online now. The wards being dropped on the tower. Glyph is being forced out. It's going to be a difficult defend. Well, not if you have more teleportation scroll like that. The slow trapping Ice, perhaps running away. He's going to TP out. No Chain Frost to cancel it. Where's the Tornado? Tornado a little bit slow.
And here's Hannah Montana back to his old tricks, but instead of doing it up top, he's going to do it bottom. Just constantly a nuisance. And as I say that, he's not going to do it. He's going to roam around the jungle. He's going to head towards mid. Hannah Montana a little bit all over the place at the moment, but he's got the items. He's got the farm. The pressure pretty strong. I will say for Complexity, they have a sizable lead right now. In fact, oh god, I just looked at the gold graph. I'm not sure you even showed it. Shackle into Ice though, looking for the kill. Power shot, test of faith, easy kill, and the courier in the wrong area of the map. It will get away just in time. That is not the courier's base. There's the tornado, just catching Chen, but Fluff won't care about that. They're grouped up. They have the relic on the bear. They have all their big items. Another shackle. There we go. Blink in by Jeyo. 1 auto attack. 2. Wait for him out. Mushi gets away, but this is not a hero you should be running with. Morphling, normally the aggressor. Are we finally going to see Morphling lose a game? It is looking like it right now, my friend. It is definitely looking like it.
Jeyo doing so much work. It was a shackle. So much damage being done with that single mel hit. Tower's going to get destroyed. One thing I have not talked about is that Bat Rider. Sure, it's a great snazzy, Dairycraft pick against the TA, but here's the thing. If he doesn't get that Blink Dagger, he's really a -1 for your team. He actually does not do anything. He does not even have his Flame Break yet, so he doesn't even have a reliable way of canceling TP or as a nuke. He really needs a blink. He's 300 go away. But here's the thing: even if he gets a blink, he's diving into a party that consists of a TA, a Lich, a Hand of God. So you could always, or a Holy Persuasion, you could send a person back. And a freaking Templar Assassin with Lone Druid back up. Oh my god, who's keeping out Mushi? He gets cancelled. Chain Frost being dropped. No mercy from IX Mike. Wow.
Brutal. That is brutal. Totally worth it. For anyone who doesn't know, Chain Frost has a mini stun on the first bounce. It actually happens instantly the second you cast it, not when it lands on you. So nice job there by IX Mike, understanding the mechanics, setting up the kill, and with that kill, they can pressure this bottom lane, knocking down. This will already be the last outer tower at 17 minutes in, and if they want to do it, they can split push with TC up top, just being so tanky with the bear. Here comes the big smoke gang. Can they even bring this bear down? I could easily see these supports dying. There is a tier 1 if they want to TP in. Oh, EMP, Tornado. The wards get dropped. The cold snap, the net. They will get a much-needed kill. Is Complexity going to pressure? Are they going to punish this? They're going to push in bottom lane. Power shot there as well. Going to do some chip damage to the tower, I believe, but not going to fully commit. Nice kill by Orange, but you can see even when they find the kills, they're very expensive. Multiple heroes required. Lots of big abilities required. They're not easy to come by.
Yeah, and I mean, they're not defending anything. They're not getting the farm. Bat Rider dagger check. He's finally got it. How will they be using? You gotta also remember that orange smoke count. It's very, very low. Smoke has a very long cooldown, and they've been using some of them very aggressively. Despite having the blink dagger, you still want to apply a smoke before winter sets off in a gank. But now they have some signs of hope. At least they could drag, TC back and go for a kill, or whoever they're focusing on. They gotta find them first. So they do see Darkwing on top. That is Hannah Montana, but Bat Rider needs a little bit backup. He's not the best single person killer. This is an awkward situation you're in when you're a Bat Rider and you're behind.
Yeah.
You really need somebody to gank with you.
It is night and day, this game versus the last time we saw Winner's Bat Rider. He was setting up kills all over the map. The Blink Dagger, 4-staff, the Ghost Scepter as well. I don't know if you remember, but he'd blink in, grab a hero, 4-staff back into his team, constantly being active on the map. How many Flaming Lassos have we even seen? Dare I say it, I think we've seen more Chain Frost this game. Yeah. And that is a much longer cooldown. Mushi farming his jungle, 2 ships, or 1 ship, and then a pretty big convoy on the part of Complexity passing in the night. Ward placed up on the high ground. So they have a gem. They do on winter. That'll help deal with the warding. That's going to give them a little bit more map control. But they need a lot more than that.
As quickly as he picked up his Blink Dagger, immediately he got himself a gem. Just want to make sure they stand a chance. And here we go. The initiation's happening. Somehow he's going to TP out. Ooh, that was close. Jeyo could play so ultra aggressive because he has a Desolator. Yeah, he has a Desolator, and he's not worried about survivability out because of that Aegis. I was questioning a little bit because they're not putting it on the Lone Druid. But, I mean, Jeyo's doing so much work. How can you question him at all?
Nobody's questioning him except Orange are asking him nicely to please not kill them, let their Morphling get farmed. And Mushi we trust, but Mushi may not be the most trustworthy right now because he's got a long way to go to get involved. We're seeing the weakness of Morphling. He can be very powerful early, but up against a hero like TA, really, what is he going to do? Refraction up, there's a nice Centaur stun, and they're going for Hannah Montana. Will there be a Hand of God? Will there be an even? Jeyo actually just annihilated Shadow Shaman. I didn't even catch it on my camera. Wow! Kills him in about a quarter of a second. That Desolator, so damn quick. And now with the Deso, the other nice thing, this tower is gonna fall fast.
Meanwhile, 3 wild get means like Hurricane Katrina. Look at those tornadoes. They're just zoning everybody out. Oh, the right clicks on this tower. Tower is gonna go down without any kind of defense. We're waiting for the second EMP tornado. EMP tornado is so good against Jeyo because his mana pool is short. Where's the EMP? No EMP. They're gonna force Jeyo back a little bit. The right click on the racks. Nobody's caring, but the blink here from the Bat Rider. Who is he dragging? He didn't drag anybody. Shackle shot's gonna hit on Yamateh. Guess who? Jeyo's gonna be jumping. Chain Frost jumps in as well. And Massacre spells bouncing left and right. Oh no. I don't think Radiant could defend this. GG's call. Orange had enough. They were done.
Indeed. Oh my goodness. That was a hackle shot from Hannah Montana. That was not a 45-degree angle. I mean, it didn't look like it anyway. I mean, I want to say it was something like this after a shackle with that trajectory. I don't know if you can see me drawing the map, but it was just ridiculous. And IX Mike with the very slow reactions on the Chain Frost, but he gets it off in the end. I think he was just surprised that one hit as much as the viewers and us as casters were. It didn't matter at that point anyway. The game was so far out of reach. Complexity, they took a little longer in game 1, but boy do they look strong. Dismantling Orange. Orange, a team that normally relies on heavy aggression, strong play from Mushi and Yamateh. Another game where they just don't get going. They had 3 kills in 21 minutes.
You know, one thing that Fluff did, no other captain did. A lot of times, captains are like, yeah, you have your Morphling farming bot, we'll beat you in the mid game. And that seems to never work. Fluff says, we'll draft a very defensive duel lane and make sure you never get a kill because you're farming against a Lone Druid. You don't get a lot of last hit. How many times we saw Lich Nova, the bear just going on the morph and preventing that early CS? Preventing that early CS, no early treads, no early Ghost Scepter. And it all went downhill when Jeyo started ganking like that. Of course, top lane, Hannah's solo play was very good, shutting down the Bat Rider. I felt like that was a good performance by Complexity. It started with draft, and they carry well through with performance from their actual plays as well.
Yeah, really impressive play around. Ladies and gentlemen, that does it for today. We have